Hi, I am astronomer Paul Douglas Fraley. I am the president of the Science Commission of the United Federation of Planets. This video is about the mysterious planet Nebiru, the 10th planet. We do not acknowledge the judgment of the European Astronomical Union, or whatever they call themselves nowadays. Kicked Pluto out of the club of planets. We think it's arbitrary, and now, therefore, the European Astronomical Union is now considered defunct and discredited. So we do not accept any of their information as being valid. We have our own source of information, our own records. We are the actual only authentic authorities on astronomy as far as we're concerned. Now, as far as Nebiru, the mysterious 10th planet, is concerned, it's about 90 miles in diameter. Has a very peculiar large elliptical orbit, theoretically because there's a body out there pulling on it like a sun, a star. And we have figured out, we call that stellar object X, because it's not a planet, it's a star. It's unknown as of yet. Has not yet been identified by us, but we are more likely to be on the side of the Astronomical Science Commission in Florida and the scientists of JAXA, that is in Japan, rather than with Europe. Those who side with our point of view that Pluto is still a planet. And therefore, that makes Nebiru, the mysterious object out there beyond Pluto, it makes it planet 10, actually. It's planet 10. What more can we say about Nebiru other than, in theory, it has 12 moons, basically smaller planets. And it's responsible for having an outer asteroid belt known as, how do I say this? What was that word I'm looking for? Special name for the asteroid belt. I can always remember it. I think there's a name for it. I can't remember. Anyways, there's an outer asteroid belt around Nebiru. You get past that, then you start getting close to orbits of its moons. There are about 12 of them. As of yet, they don't have any names. I just remember the name of the asteroid belt. They're called Nebiru asteroid belt. The Nebiru asteroid belt around Nebiru is outside the orbital path, for most part, of the moons that orbit Nebiru. It's 12 moons. We're trying to come up with names for the 12 moons of Nebiru. We don't know much about it. It's difficult to name them. We need to actually observe them in order to prove they exist, in other words, before the names actually stick. But, it's okay. We're going to take it like, what do you call it, names in a hat, and try to pull them out and figure out, what to call them, but there's 12 of them. 12 moons around Nebiru. And the other objects are called asteroids because they're further out and they're just irregular chunks of rock. So, and also in theory, Nebiru is not a gaseous giant. It is a rocky world. The core made of iron and cobalt. So if that's where it's got most of its mass. It's a super Earth, 90 miles in diameter, and it's really frigid, a very frigid world, colder than Pluto. Until it gets closer to the other star, in theory, yeah. In theory, the tidal heating indicates that's how many planets it has, or moons is captured, is 12. 12 moons in orbit around the planet Nebiru. We need to chart its path so we can understand the gravitational pathways in order to have an interstellar space vehicle travel from Earth's system all the way out past Jupiter and follow a slingshot path toward Cygnus area. It's basically a slingshot path. You have to go to figure out where the pathway is to get to Aetherius. Yeah, the planet we will all want to travel to someday. The super Earth, twice as large as Earth, which has a moon called Pegasus, the Pegasus moon. That's one of our goals. We have to chart it with other astronomers in Florida and Japan who are now disregarding the legalities of the European Astronomical Union. We are turning our backs on it, basically. I am the president of the Science Commission of the United Federation of Planets. I am Paul Fraley. I have many other foibles and things I'm interested in, other than that, but I'm very interested in space travel and exploration of the rocky planets. And that's all we have today, kids. So all I have to say about that is if you're into astronomy, don't lose heart. Pluto's still a planet. And keep looking up. That's all we have to report on the mysterious planet of Nebiru. So have a good life. Have a great day. Happy holidays.